be the presenter.
I've just selected share. It's something that came up, so I don't know what I've got to do next.
Yep, we can see your Triviga screen.
So you see everything?
Yep.
Okay. Let's see if I can. I can move this to the other screen so you don't have to see that. Okay. So presume go to RiskBase.
Yes. All right. Let's just start a brand new project. Let's do a dummy one. So go ahead and request a new project. Oh, by the way, Beth, our interns don't have computers yet as of yesterday, so Brian is the savior.
Oh, I gotcha. Okay.
What was that? Did you say guinea pig?
Savior, not guinea pig. Savior.
Oh, I'm sorry. All right. So
you think I told you that in front of Yvette, Brian?
It's okay. I'll be right up front about it. No problem.
Yeah.
All right. So do you want this as a
2019?
Yeah. Okay.
Well, actually, that's 2018 because it's the year it's being requested, right? No. That's right. 19 because we're talking about the future year. Okay, that's good. And that would be 19 as well.
This would be 19?
Yep.
And then this is 19 because technically they're right. We are going to be actually, ironically, asking for some projects here.
All right. Just put a dummy name there and a dummy facility number. Dummy construction cost.
Oops, sorry.
Let's create a draft, Brian, so we don't lose it. Okay. It's working so far the way it should. What is that? Right under draft, all the way up, right under draft. What is that blank? I can see it from here. Right under status.
Site.
Oh, site. Okay, all right. So
you
don't have a local site.
CAPE is the only.
CAPE. Okay.
That's the only thing I have available.
All right. Okay. Because that's only local site you have. Okay.
Yeah, it would. I mean, I had to say that's the irony is CAPE is actually deemed Cape Canaveral versus us here in NASA, where we're at, is deemed Kennedy Space Center.
Okay.
So when we do go across the water.
Okay. That's good. And the important thing here, Brian, are the scores. Right.
All right.
Did it calculate your score yet? It did already, huh?
It did. It said risk. Well, currently, let's see. It said the scenario is 4, scenario light is 5, risk score is 23. Effect on risk.
That's right.
Now, effect on risk score. That's, I guess. Okay.
I forgot what that is. I give it a value n.
I was gonna say that. Yeah, what we don't have is this is assuming this is pre. We don't have any
Mhm.
post that if we implement it, this is what it would get to.
Okay.
So it must be prior to the project or past or as a result of the project, then the risk score changes, scenario and likelihood would change to give us a new
Okay.
risk score.
Can you just save real quick? Just save. See if those numbers change. Save.
Oh, sorry.
Up.
Let me get out of there and then hit save.
Up. Yep. Right there.
It stayed the
Do
same.
the numbers change? Okay.
No. And then center
All right.
priority.
Just fill in those two.
Now these health rack scores, I don't know if,
No, we don't need. We don't need those.
as I said, so then prioritize list, yes. Let me hit save, see what happens here.
So, Brian, let me ask you, clicked save and then the submit button went away.
Correct.
Huh. Okay, well, that's a problem. Okay.
That's a problem.
Let's see if I do something. No shocks, please. And then power out of that. Okay, this time, no, nothing happened. It was there before. Now, for some reason, it's decided to go away.
Yeah, so we have a workaround on that, and I'll have to fix this. This is the one issue we already know about. Under that More button, there's a, oh, no, not for you. Okay, never mind, not for you.
Oops, where'd that go?
So maybe I'll do it on at my end on my end.
Yeah, so I was going to log in.
If I can.
Yeah, so find his
Okay.
find his project, and then oh shoot, I'm not connected to your VPN. So, and if I do that, I'll lose my connectivity to the bridge. So yeah, you'll have to go in.
No, that's okay. I got it. I'm here. Okay, hang on. What's the name of that project, Brian?
I just called it Power Phase 3.
Power Phase
3. Yeah, I just threw that in there.
Okay, right here. In the past, Brian, did you have a problem uploading?
In terms of documents?
Yeah.
Yeah, remember we were having that challenge? I kept having to send them to you, but I thought.
Okay. All right. Okay. So Yvette, I have it. Copy, right?
Yes, copy. So Brian, what I want you to do, Brian, is hit the tab that says budget, and then come back and hit formulation again. Yeah.
Okay, so formulation now?
Yeah. Shoot. Yeah, you're gonna have to close it and reopen it. So just hit the X at the top, the red X.
Oh, sorry. Here.
Yeah.
Go ahead and hit. All right, I've hit that. Want me to leave this page?
Yes.
Okay.
And then on your project title, your Power Phase 3. If you use the filter, oh, it's at the bottom. Never mind.
Did I need to do something?
No, I was going to show you how to use the filters, but you got it.
Oh, okay. On which one?
On Power.
Project title?
Yeah, so you could just type in Phase 3 there. And then enter on your, and then enter. So it reduces it. There's several that have Phase 3 in it.
Gotcha. All right, I'll click on Phase 3 and see what it shows here.
There we go. So the button's back.
Now there's submit project back. And it seems to
Okay.
have all the information I put in there.
Okay. So, Yvette, remind me. One of the things that we're gonna have trouble with is uploading, and I thought we were doing something about it by doing an upgrade.
Yeah, we're trying
Right?
to get that upgrade done. But what's his name?
Johnny.
Johnny. I was gonna say Anthony. I don't know why. Johnny hasn't really responded as to the install. So I sent a message this week, but I'll send it again. So we need to find
All
it.
right. Okay. We haven't done the fix. So I hate to go to the upload right now because it's gonna take a while. We'll just do that later. Can we? You think we could do submit now, Yvette? I
Yep.
think we can, right?
Yep.
Okay. Go ahead, Brian. Go submit the project. Okay. Okay. So you need to create the 1509 first and 1510. All right. So you don't have to do the whole thing. Just that and then save and close. You're or if you want to type something, that's fine. So this is rigged such that you are forced to create a 1509 here and a 1510. If you did something there, yeah, go ahead and then save and close. All right, do the same thing for 1510. Yeah, just fill in that with a number. It doesn't have to be exact, and those percentages. All right, save and close. Save or save and close. Very good. All right, submit again.
Bye-bye.
All right, it went. Okay, so it's my turn now. Let me just go there. Power phase 3. Come on.
I'm making you presenter now, Ed, so we can watch your screen.
Yeah, okay. All right. Okay. So this is it, right?
Yep.
Okay. Okay. So okay. So submission. This is where you should have uploaded it, and then it's got an HQ piece that says that gives you some initial question. Okay. I'm just gonna say what is the total? I don't know. I'm just making this up. Total cost. The okay. That's program support this sorry. So additional document. I'm gonna say submit. I don't know, value analysis. Sorry, I cannot spell. All right.
Friday, come on.
So okay. So okay. So if Yvette, are you taking notes?
Yep.
Okay. I don't know why this design button is there.
Yeah. So that's the one. I've been capturing this stuff, and I was wondering that particular thing myself. So that's
Okay.
my notes. So I'm, like I said, I've been trying to capture this, but I'll make note that that needs to go away.
Okay. I'm just gonna put a date here. Submit by that, and okay. So I'm gonna say HQ review complete. Okay, Brian, it goes back to you under normalization. So go back to the same project. If we could see his screen, Miss Love.
Yep, it's in his court.
All right. So, what do you all see right now?
We see Tririga, the risk-based. So what you want to do is just hit apply filters at the top. It'll change. Right now it says record status of submission and project status of formulation. It's because that's where you left off. So just hit apply filters. Right above all the records, there's some tiny little buttons. Yeah, there you go.
Oh.
And you'll see the status is changed. This is just refreshing. So now it's at normal.
Okay. Yeah, because that's all that I used to go back to home here and then come back in, and it would seem that's actually what I did a little bit earlier. I did that.
I gotcha.
That's why. Then I see what you're saying. Now I got to type everything back in, do the selection and versus apply filters. It would have done it a lot. No wonder that's not.
Okay, Brian. Brian, can I just do something here real quick? There's something I need to check. I want to go back. I want to go back to the part to the screen I had just previously, and then Brian will make Brian the presenter as well. I just want to see what buttons are available to Brian while the screen is while I own the screen. I don't have to share.
Oh, sorry.
I don't have to share, but let me just. I'm just going to return. I just need to return this record to submission.
Yep.
Okay, which I'm gonna do right now.
So Brian, I gave it back to you if you wouldn't mind. There you go. Thank you.
Okay, and Brian, if you could go back to that same project, please.
So do me a favor, Brian. Put a what do you call it? A percent between those two. And what that'll do, just giving you guys a hint here, a percent, it'll look for anything that's got power and 3. So you don't have to know all the words. You just need to know some of them. That percent.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yes. Thank you.
A wild card, right?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. So
Okay,
here I am. So I'll open that back up. It's thinking, as hopefully y'all can see.
Yep. So he has no buttons while it's back in submission.
Oh, which is good, which is how it's supposed to be. Okay, so I'll go ahead and here's the problem though. It's got no buttons. It's supposed to have returned to him.
Okay. So shoot. Go ahead and close that. What does it look like for you, Ed? Tell me what you see when you open it.
Okay, all right. So
because he submitted, it's in your court.
But I returned it.
Right. Back to submission.
Back to submission, right.
Right. So what happened was he submitted it. It's in your court. You then HQ approved it, but it's once you sent it back to submission, now it's back in your court to hit HQ approve again. So you should see buttons. What do you see? Open yours up.
Okay, I got it. You could give me the screen and
okay.
see it exactly.
Does that's what's supposed to happen, right? He's not supposed to be able to do anything during this time because he submitted it. He's done. It's in your court.
Okay, so let's back up. When I returned it the first time, did he submit again?
No, you hit HQ review complete. You did not return it to draft. So we went a step further. So now if you hit return to draft, he'll see the buttons, but that's taking it all the way.
Okay. All right. So, okay. So, it should be, I'm confused. But if I return to draft.
Right, that's taking it all.
I'm going to return to draft?
I don't think we need to go all the way back to draft because you already hit HQ review complete after you entered your notes, and then you returned it to submission, which is where it's at.
Mm-hmm. But when it's returned to submission, Brian should have the ability to submit again.
No.
Right? Click submit project.
No, because
no?
Submitted. Submission means he submitted it. Only if you take it all the way back to draft will he have buttons again.
Okay, so I'm going to return to draft. Okay, I'm going to return to. So what I'm trying to do is when it's in my screen, I want to find out if Brian have available screens.
Right. For him, he will have no buttons because it's in your court of submission. He already submitted it.
Okay. Now I got it. So okay, because he's got no buttons, that means it should be correct. It should be the right. It should be correct, right?
That's correct.
So
yeah, he submitted.
Okay. All right. So okay.
Yeah, he's waiting on you.
I got it now. So I'm gonna say review complete. All right, and it's back to normalization now. Okay, Brian.
Coming back to you.
There it is.
All right.
Normalization.
Yeah, go ahead. So we're in normalization now, Brian.
All right. So there's nothing I can do at this time.
So he has no button.
All right, go scroll down. I just want to.
Now you do have some questions. What's my method of answering?
Yeah, so that's the issue that's what we were trying to find where it stops because there are buttons missing. So yeah, that's exactly the problem there. So.
Okay. So again, it's been a while since we did this. Maybe this is correct. Hang on, let me just see my screen. Where am I at? Normalization.
So let me tell you the buttons that should be here, and you tell me if he should have.
Okay.
The buttons that should be
are
reclama. All right, normalization complete, return to submission, save and close, or save. So should he be clicking any of those buttons when it's in normalization, or should that be you?
Okay, let me check. I need to check. Okay, why is it not opening? Okay, it's normalization.
So there should be some buttons available for you. Normalization complete, return to submission, save and close, and save.
Okay, so.
You see them?
Normalization complete, return to submission, save and close, and save.
Okay, so you actually have a button. So from your progress standpoint within the organization, your workflow, so he creates it, he submits it, you review, then you approve. What happens after your approval? Does it go to someone else, or should it go back to Brian at that point?
After HQ review?
Yeah.
Okay, that is what I'm trying to figure out. The buttons I have here are those buttons that you said, but it also has upload documents.
Yeah, so you have full rights to the screen, so it's making everything editable for you.
Sure. And I'm just trying to figure if, trying to remember if Brian should have the ability to upload right now. I think he. Darn. Normalization, submission, normalization, HQ.
The thing is, that I know that the normalization would come after any questions that may have been levied upon Space Center XY for project AB. We'd have to give a response back that would then get your questions answered, and then you'd all go into your normalization process.
Oh, okay. Okay. So I think. All right. It's coming back to me now. I think, Brian, when we request documents from you, we are the ones uploading it. That's why you don't have the button. We are the ones, and that was a conscious decision that we made. Say we ask for any documents at this point. We just ask that from you, and we, the PMs, upload those documents. Don't ask me what the reason was, because I forgot. But I think event is working properly.
Okay.
All right. So let me just check the available the other ones that says normalization, because there are 3 normalization sections. All right. So okay, now it's coming to me. Okay. So we submit. You Brian, give us the document, right? And based on those documents, if we have additional questions, normalization, HQ response. Okay, so this is the time that if we have additional comments based on the documents that you sent, this is the time that we put them. All right, and then there's another section that says. Okay, thank you, Yvette.
Sorry about that. We're still seeing Brian's.
Right. I think the green ones right here is all us. Here. That's why, Brian, you don't see them. So based on the documents that were given to us that we upload, if we have additional questions or comments, we gotta put them right here. No further questions.
Well, I guess the question, no pun intended, is if you do have some questions, is the means and methods of answering via Tririga or independent emails?
The questions that we ask, because all questions should come from us, are actually can be entered in Tririga. Those are specific questions.
Right, but what he's saying is when it's at that submission and HQ review, even after you hit the button, he still doesn't get buttons until probably after you do normal.
After this.
After normalization comes in.
Yes.
Yeah.
But again, the question, I guess that's the whole thing, is if you have questions, or real simple, if you have actually questions, what's the means and methods of response to that?
Responding?
The center response.
Yeah, like this one, I have questions here. What is the total cost?
How do I respond to that?
No, I think, Brian, the response is on the documents that you submit via email. See this one, submit requested documents by, I think that's the time that you respond to the questions. Yeah, respond to the questions.
So in essence, that tells me that I'd be doing it via an email.
Or some sort of a Word document or something that we could upload.
Well, my point is, bottom line is that irregardless of whether it's a PowerPoint, a Word, an email, or whatever, the bottom line is that it's via the email system that we'd have to provide
Correct.
you with that.
Correct.
Hence, that's whatever we give you, you would have to upload it.
Correct.
Okay.
Now that doesn't sound like it doesn't make sense right now, but for some reason, when we created it a few years ago, that was the right way of doing it. Yeah, I couldn't think of the reason right now. So this might be a carryover from what Harriet wanted to.
Yeah, because I mean, the logic flow you would think is that, okay, here's the headquarters review, questions, comments. Then the next one would be center response, and then there would be a normalization. Headquarters may have some further questions, and then so anyways, I mean, it's just you will have to. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, but that's not the way it's set up right now. So,
gotcha.
Based on the documents that you gave us that we uploaded, we may again have some questions. We may say no further questions, or some comments, additional comment. Brian did a awesome.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. Okay. Yeah. Now we're talking.
Responding.
Yeah, we know that misspelling is quite appropriate because that'd be a misplacement for me.
Oh man, sorry. And,
no, I'm teasing.
And I'm saying I'm teasing.
Oh yeah.
There you go.
No, that's for certain.
All right. So and then Brian, oh, you know what, Brian? I think it's now coming back to me. These questions this is supposed to be where you do your presentation, Brian. Right here. And the documents that we're asking from you is your center presentation. This is it right here. So I'm gonna based on our evaluation, we give you the score, right? I'm gonna give it a 5 by 4. Oops, what happened?
Uh-oh. What'd you touch on that one?
Huh?
I said, what'd you touch? All of a sudden, the screen did some weird things.
Oh, I don't know. So, but you don't see it?
I see your screen now. Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, I never missed it. It just did something quirky there.
Okay, so I gave it a HQ score. Our draft HQ score is 24. Draft HQ effect on risk. I need to get myself educated here and see what this might be the post mitigation score, right?
Yeah, that's the whole thing I'm looking at. Is it on a similar nature?
Say I'm gonna make it a 5. Save. Okay. So it's 24 minus 5 is 19. Draft HQ effectiveness score. There's a formula for that, so I just need to. I'm pretty sure this.
It did itself. That's correct.
How did we get 1? I know. If the
delta.
If the delta is such and such score is a 1 and so forth and so on. Okay, all right. So I'm gonna complete normalization. Okay. All right, Brian. It's back to you now.
All right, what I'll do here is I actually need to do what? Actually, I need to just close this, and I'll go back to here.
Let me give you access again. Hold on, sorry.
Okay, all right.
Sorry about that.
All right.
So he should only have one.
Share.
He should only have one button available when he opens it.
So it says Reclama Center. And let's see what it says here. It says submit, save, and save.
Yep.
Okay, does look good. Does look good. Okay. So we realize that box may not be big enough. So you have the ability to upload your Reclama document.
Okay.
I don't want you to mess with click on that one because it's gonna take so long. All right, go ahead and so this looks like it's working correctly. Okay, go ahead, submit. Okay, and now it's back to me.
Yeah.
Coming Ray.
Yeah, there it is.
Okay, it's now Reclama at HQ. Center Reclama.
So expand the Reclama at the bottom, risk assessment. Yeah. There you go.
All right. Okay, so based on the Reclama, we may or not change the score. Okay, so based on the documents that Brian submitted, he made the project worse. So we originally scored it 5 by 4, and now it's 2 by 3, Brian. You just shot yourself in the foot.
Come on, what's another 10 million bucks?
And that's still a 5, and save.
That's interesting. What's the edit project button for?
I gotta. I don't know what that is for, Ed. I saw it there, and
I know exactly what this is. It's because of the going back and forth event. If we want to go back to the very first step,
yeah.
I have the ability to add a quick edit, and everything opens up.
Oh, I gotcha. Okay.
So, but we haven't been using it. My other phone is ringing. I don't know where it is. That's fine. So, I'm gonna say, good job, Brian.
Good, Brian. Good, Brian.
You just approved. You just made room for a Langley project.
we always seem to be donating to Langley.
Because you reduced the score, that made room for. All right. So, okay. So, and I'm gonna say Reclama complete. Boy, it's not so as bad as I thought it would be.
Yeah, there's only one extra button that we found so far. It was that design button, and
the design button.
Yeah.
All right, Brian. It's your
turn. Of course,
turn.
I have to fix that save issue that we have.
Yes.
Yep. So is it now in Brian?
Oh, and yeah, it's in Brian's court now. Or maybe not. Maybe it's done. Oh, okay, Brian. Let me see. Let us see your screen anyway.
All right, so let me go up to here and hit apply filters. And then it says prioritization. So let me click on this. And
yep, and it's done.
So yeah, that's the
all right. So scroll down, and you would have seen what we put there, Brian, right? Okay. So at this point, Brian, the process is complete. Okay, no, not really. After we gave them the score, this is the time that we all meet together, right? This is where we go to Wallops and discuss all the projects. And whatever comes out of that meeting, we then, the next action would be us, that pink button. And let me see. And I could, why is it not opening? Maybe it's open already. Okay, it's open already. Okay, you see my screen?
No.
Okay.
No, we have, sorry, let me give it to you.
Yeah, please give it to me. All right.
Yeah.
Okay, so Brian, we're at Wallops, right? We say, you know what? This is really a good project, guys. So irrespective of the scores, the final score, Brian, we say we're gonna approve it. We're gonna say yes. And in what year? 2019.
19. Yeah.
Okay. PER, no. So how much design cost you want, Brian?
$1 million.
$1 million. You got it, man.
I keep dreaming.
Is this a discrete or a minor?
Be a discrete.
No. Is it over 20 million?
Oh no, it's 10 million.
No, I'm just gonna say yes. It is MSP action. Wedge. These are carryover from Harriet project type. Okay, so this is demo energy infrastructure and sustainability infrastructure. This determines who's the PM. In this case, it's Jin. Okay. PER, no, 0. Approved construction cost. How much was it?
10 million.
10 million. You know,
Yep.
You know, Brian, you did such a nice job at the meeting. We're gonna give you 15 million.
Woo, I have to come out of the dream world.
And final ranking. Okay, I think. Remember at Wallops we ranked the projects, right? And this is where it's at. So
Ed, before you do anything, go up to the top. Let me see. I want to see the status. What was the status of this again? Prioritization. Okay, gotcha.
That seems to be correct.
Well,
and then
hold on, before you go, the button I see, it says formulation complete. Should it say prioritization complete?
You know what? That is a good point. I think that we added an extra step here, that formulation is not complete yet.
Oh.
Prioritization, formulation complete. Okay, so let me just do it right now, and I'll answer the question later whether we need to change it or not. So I'm gonna say formulation complete. Oh, it went back to design, so there was no step. So I think, Yvette, the reason why we said formulation complete, because other projects we don't have the prioritization portion, I don't think.
Okay.
So because it's the end of that tab. That's why we call it formulation complete.
Okay.
So
Gotcha. Yeah.
had there been a next action after prioritization and before design, I would have said yes, formulation complete is right. But because this is done, that tab is done. That's correct. Brian, one last thing, please, and I don't want to go over design because I just want to do the formulation tab. Can we see your design tab?
All right. Get back the screen there and can I get? I don't know who's giving me the screen back.
Sorry, that's me. I'm trying to take a note here. Sorry about that.
No, I understand. I respect that. All right, so let's see. I need to go, and forgive me. Do you want me to go where?
You need to apply filters again. See that change to design. Go ahead.
I clicked it.
Oh, you probably have another window open at the bottom. Go to your windows down there. The internet. Yep, there you go.
Yep, there it is. All right. So this is gone through a whole mire of things, but it's literally.
Okay, that looks good. Go to the design tab. And you're now ready to request for design. Yeah, go ahead. Let's just do that one thing right there. I think this is the time then you will be receiving notifications and stuff. And
these are plan dates, so I'll say we'll
just make it up.
Contract award there, and it'll be done on the 29th, 7 days later, no problem. And then there's nothing about uploads, but I'll just hit design, submit, design funds requirement.
I think it's gonna kick in the 1509, 1510. Okay.
That's interesting. That's
right.
weird. It has me go back to that one. I've already.
Well, yeah. This is just if you know during prioritization sometimes we cut code.
Yeah.
Right. We change estimates and all.
Yeah.
So this is the time to change that. So.
But even if, let's just say there was no changes, we'll keep it all the same.
Yeah, just do save and close.
Save and close. It just gives that update opportunity. So then 1510.
Save and close.
Now hit save and close. And
okay.
So,
and then go ahead and submit.
Let's hit submit. Let's see what it does here. Huh?
Did it go?
Did
it go? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So one last.
Okay. Headquarters Fed approval.
Okay. Hang on. What one? This should be. I think this is the last thing right here. I'm gonna go back to design. Can I have the screen event?
Yep.
Yeah, it sent me a workflow notification.
Yeah. That's when the emails, kick in. All right. So you see my screen? I approve.
Yep.
Okay. I approve it. Yes. And amount, design. How much did you ask for?
$1 million.
$1 million. You know what, Brian? You're such a good guy. I'm gonna give you 1.2 million.
All right. We'll buy a few more yards.
I know. All right. Okay. I think we're good with that.
Okay.
Except the ones that you saw, the design tab.
The save button and the design button. Yep, two things.
How about the copy button?
Well, that's going to be the save. I'm going to fix that with the save. So when they hit that first save, that's what's making it disappear, and I'll figure that out.
Okay. And Oh, okay, good. I was gonna say, because Brian didn't have the copy button, that's okay. If we're gonna leave the copy button, leave that to us to make the copy, not the center. The way it is working. But if you could fix it without the copy, even better. All right. Thank you, Brian.
Ed, actually, this one was a segue really quick, considering it involves TRIRIGA and involves design funding and involves actually the Power Phase 3 project. Jenny had sent me some emails I sent to you earlier this morning on CC. I don't know what the approach would be for funding for that Phase 3 FY.
Yep.
Mine is staying where it's at.
Yeah, just stay there. Okay, so he needs to have this section right here. There's two sections, as a matter of fact, right here. He needs to be able to say yes and new information and upload documents.
So, Brian, close the window and go back in, please.
You want to see what I do?
Yeah, let me.
So if you give me the screen back, you'll see what I do.
Yep, on its way.
Okay. All right. Does everybody see me moving that mouse around?
Yeah, close the actual project, and rather than going from tab to tab, close the window.
How about save and close or save?
Just the X at the top.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Now do you see my main screen here?
Uh-huh.
What do you want me to do now?
Go ahead and open, because right now it says normalization, but if you refresh this to hit the apply filters, the step.
Oh, sorry.
Yep, so reclaim.
Okay.
So now open that up.
Ah, okay. So he needed to exit all the way out, huh?
Yeah. And then scroll down.
So now
there you go. Yep.
Now that's okay. So this is interesting, Ed.
Yeah.
Look at this. This says this is all the way back in 2014.
Click on that link right there.
Which one?
Yeah, that right there. That's fine. So now go to the description tab. It's going to try to open it, but go to description. No, not. Sorry.
Sorry.
Cancel on that one, but now go to description.
Yeah, I went to description, and I thought that was the one when it gave me the option to. Oh wait a minute, here's something here. Oh, all right.
Oh yeah.
It's not letting me do anything until I do this.
Well, yeah, that's because you clicked on open the Word document, but that's okay. Yeah, so now it's trying to download the document for you.
Oh, okay. So this was what safety and reliability institutional. This was back about 4 years ago.
Yeah, so that document is that old, right? But let's go back to and
so
you should have another window open. Go back to the Internet Explorer, yeah, and over to the right, the furthest right, the document one. So you'll want to look at your windows again.
My apologies. Where do I want to go?
On the IE down at the bottom on your taskbar. There you have extra windows open, so go down to the bottom. IE, the E, Internet Explorer.
Oh,
No, the E.
Oh, here?
Yeah, and then the
one?
Yep, and then the one farthest to the right. That's the document. It's still open.
Ah,
so
gotcha. Okay.
Here you click on description. and this tells you who uploaded it, on what date, and so forth. So it's basically saying 10/20/2014. This was updated, checked in by you.
Yeah, this was, and what it was we submitted this that long ago and it never got processed. So we've come back around and we resubmitted it. So, but it was never requested to go through the reclama aspects for this. So I guess this is really old. This is old documentation.
Okay.
Did you create a new record, or did you just use a record that was already there?
No, I just took advantage of what had already been created.
Okay.
Because actually, you and I had a chit chat about that.
We did. Okay.
So I went back into the old one.
I think it's a situation where the project is already there, and we just return it probably back to submission. And
close this.
All the ones the document is already there.
So do we have go ahead and go to your IE window again? It's still open. Nope. The where the green is. So go back to the Internet Explorer, and then to farthest to the right, there's your project. Here, you see there's a remove button. You can select it to the left and remove this document from here. So the very bottom, yep, there's checkbox, and then to the farthest right, a remove. All the way over.
Here?
Further.
Oh.
No, you're good.
Sorry, let me keep going.
More, and up. There.
Sorry.
So you can wipe documents out of there and upload the newest one.
Well, and actually, but in this instance, I don't have anything. As a matter of fact, in this instance,
that's fine. That's fine because the new way that George wanted it, that's okay. If you didn't have to upload anything new, so go ahead and uncheck that one. Yeah.
I'm going to delete that.
That's fine.
Yeah, because that's a truism. As of for this year, we didn't have a reclama with it.
Okay, no. And
save.
I think if you said no, can you do save first before you do anything?
Let me hit save. I've just hit save. It's thinking.
Go scroll down.
Scroll down. No document.
All right, go ahead and submit reclama.
All right, so you can see my screen.
So it's back. Yeah, it's back to my now.
So we're seeing yours now.
Okay. All right, so reclama. See, this is still the old score, right, Brian?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, do you know those the new score?
Oh, good Lord.
No, that's fine. For the sake of getting this through, I'm just gonna. I don't know. This is the problem when this is the thing that we didn't foresee when George wanted to do something different. I'm just gonna say reclama complete. Okay, so Brian, okay, so typically George filled this in, but because you are wanting to get the design funds, let me just Well, you know what? Did you and George agree on how much design?
Well, that's the whole thing. Actually, I actually physically, I thought George said it's going to be around 7%, but I never saw a final thing. So that's the whole thing I was trying.
All right.
Jenny.
Here's what I'd like to do. I don't want to step on George on how much design funds he's going to give you and all. So I'm going to send George an email, right?
Okay.
Say approve this here, and you know, that is correct, because Brian shouldn't have the editing rights here, but the buttons that Brian has right now, he shouldn't have any of those buttons either, because he's got no action here.
Right.
It's all HQ.
Yeah, so we found that on here, and then we found it at the first normalization.
Okay, I don't remember. I wasn't taking notes, but yes, there are a couple of instances. Okay, all right. So Brian, to close this off, Yvette needs to do something to fix your screen, and then George has got to approve it, right? And then once he approves it, you go back in again to actually request the design funds. What George is going to be doing is just approving the project.
Yeah.
Okay, once it's approved, you then request the design funds for that approved project, and then it's going to go through the PM and Jenny and all that. So.
Okay. Well, I appreciate kind of an interesting timing. I believe I didn't think about it at first until we went through it, and I was like, well, wait a minute. The reason why I have this is somewhat fresh in my mind is because, well, one, we've been doing it, but then Jenny and Jessica have been having a bunch of emails, and I included you on a response this morning. So
yeah, I saw it. Okay.
So that worked out.
Right.
That was a nice segue.
Okay. So Brian, if you don't know yet, I'll be gone for 2 weeks. I'll be in training for I'll be on travel to MAP next week, and I'll be on training the week following. So I really help me maybe limited at that time, and
you can so Ed, I'll go ahead and leave that open. Go ahead and I can send you an email address to send any concerns to for anybody that needs questions answered, and we can have, oh shoot, Arthur doesn't have access, but we have access in our internal, so we can at least give some guidance.
Okay, all right. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. I'll probably have somebody from the office to sit in my place and talk directly to you, and then you just determine who might be the best person to fix the issue.
Okay. Well,
okay.
I appreciate it.
All
and so I'll await till I hear something from George.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Have a good weekend. And Yvette, even though when I'm gone, you were gone also.
Yeah, I'm gone next.
I'm sorry.
I said I'm gone next week, but I'll be back the week after that. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
If it's just a matter of import packages, I could probably do that while I'm gone, but I couldn't obviously make anything. Just I'm not going to be available for meetings like this. So
yep,
it would be difficult. All right. Thank you both.
Thank you.
All right, y'all have a great weekend.
Hey, you too.
Thank
Enjoy
you.
your vacation, your cruise, Yvette.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, y'all, bye.
Bye.